What's up, guys? Andrew here from IGN. I am here with newly minted IGN Associate Editor, Marty Sliva.
Hey, guys.
Marty, we're looking at the False Shepherd trailer from BioShock Infinite.
We are.
That's Booker's box. We've seen that a million times
Absolutely.
before. And, like you were saying, it's kind of the beginning of the game.
Yeah, ascending the stairs of the lighthouse. These first few clips are all within the first, I would say, 10 minutes of the game.
Yep.
You have this ominous dead body, the bathysphere kind of doing the opposite of what happened in Rapture and going up.
Yep.
So here's something new. I don't think we've really seen this before.
No, I don't think we have either. And, you know, we were talking about this earlier, and my guess here is that maybe, you know, if you read Mind and Revolt, the prequel novel, they talk a little bit about people being taken up to Colombia as sort of this, like, working class, like, almost slave labor, basically. For Fink. And so this could be some kind of, like, salt mine area for Fink manufacturing.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what it looks like. So it's pretty much slavery.
Yeah. And as we keep going here,
so this is the handyman. We're going to see a lot of him during the.
Yeah.
Now, who's this?
Looking angry. This is Daisy Fitzroy. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we've seen her in the flesh ever.
Yeah. I mean, before we've seen her as like holograms kind of projected on the walls.
Exactly. Yeah, that was the E3 2011 demo. We've seen pictures, like you see in the background there, like that's her wanted poster. It looks like. But yeah, this is our first time seeing her in the flesh. Daisy is, of course, the leader of the Vox Populi, one of the factions at war in Colombia. I think they aged her down a little bit. It actually looks.
It looks like that. Yeah.
What she looked like in the E3 demo.
One thing I've learned.
A nice black screen. Some
huge
voiceover. Skyhook has a weapon.
Yes. This is about to get gory.
Yeah,
Close your eyes, kids.
I mean, Skyhook's kind of the melee weapon here. It's almost like the new wrench.
And it's almost like your all-purpose tool, too, because that's what you're using. As you can see here, this is what you're using for moving around Colombia. You have some cool combat shots. This trailer's pretty combat-heavy and shows off a lot. So who are these guys? Who do we think these are? Just tons of Ben Franklins?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, this is really interesting. I'm fairly certain this is in the Hall of Heroes in the beginning of the game. I believe this is after you've gone through. They're like these displays in the Hall of Heroes working towards they're like made after the Box of Rebellion and Battle of Wounded Knee, and I think this is right after you come out of that. You fight these guys, if I'm not mistaken.
It's kind of weird though. Look, guys like kind of vamping in and out of, like if you go back a few frames, you'll see that he's kind of like materializing into existence.
Interesting. Yeah, you're right. I wonder if that's special power of some kind.
Yeah. These guys are ghosts.
Yeah, this is really interesting. I think I believe you hear Comstock talking over here in a second too. You know, this is kind of the beginning of the game where we're figuring out what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
This guy, Fireman, meet him early in the game. Guess what he uses, Marty?
Ice.
Yeah, exactly. He is the ice enemy in the game. Yeah, he's heavily armored. He lights and stuff on fire. I mean, you can see in the background there. This is Monument
Island. This is pretty early on in the game, and as you can see on the left, the Pabst Blue Ribbon Tower.
Yes,
I don't think that's what it is.
This is where you get your PBR. This is the Williamsburg part of the game. More Founders Police getting brutally murdered. What is this, Marty?
This is the first time that Booker uses his. Wait, what are they called in this game? They're not the.
They're Vigors.
The Vigors, yeah.
Yeah, this is Bucking
So he's
Bronco.
taking the Bucking Bronco. Yeah, he's using it, and he is not sure of what's about to happen. So he kind of gets freaked out at the results.
Yeah, and we've seen a couple times. I mean, what it does to like your body and your hands.
Yeah.
Hear a horse neighing in the background. Bucking Bronco is a cool one. You can kind of pick dudes up and be able to attack them in the air. They can attack you back.
As you can see this.
And this is now Undertow. This is kind of insane actually. This one, you see his gross squid hand on the left there. This is you shoot a stream of water, you target an enemy, and you pull them towards you from a pretty insane range. Like, you can actually pull guys. Because what's cool about Columbia compared to Rapture is it's the use of space. It's so wide, it's so big, and you can pull people towards you from great distances because there's sort of these like almost floating islands.
Yeah, no matter how big they are, because the handyman, I mean, size-wise, is almost like a Big Daddy.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. Yeah, he's one of their heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Man, he's not a nice-looking guy,
no.
is he?
So here, more combat.
Yeah, it looks like that is, I believe, Bucking Bronco.
Yeah, that's kind of just where you just shoot guys off.
Yes, exactly. Just letting them float there. They're just hanging out. They're just relaxing. And then Motorized Patriot fight.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a closer look at his face. It looks like maybe the George Washington face has already been shot off.
Yeah. It definitely looks like he's taking a little bit of combat damage. Yeah.
Oof, yeah, not
and as you can see, a lot of this, you could tell, at the beginning of the game, Colombia is still a, it's a kind of just, aesthetically a beautiful place. But then as the game goes on and the just warring factions just tear the islands apart. And so throughout the trailer, you could just see that this place becomes an absolute war zone.
For sure, exactly. I mean, we're so used to blue skies and all these. And in the background, like look in the top right there, it's like on fire. Like
exactly.
The city's not doing too well. Boom, and that was the use of Devil's Kiss.
Yeah.
One more vigor, you throw like a ball of fire.
Mm-hmm.
And there are alternate uses to these vigors too. Everything can be either used as a projectile or as like a trap. That you
yeah,
can
yeah.
Boom.
Okay.
Who's this lady?
So this is Elizabeth.
Oh my
Who's
God.
this lady? You're really excited right now.
she's a little battle damage.
Right?
There.
Yeah. Her sleeve got torn, and this is her opening up a tear, which is kind of her big thing in the game. And so what's looks like this room in the background, I don't know, reminds me of kind of that scene at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where it's just a massive hall with all sorts of crazy crap in it. So what are we looking at now?
Well, so what we say also is that it says assets seized, Vox sympathizers. It looks like it says similar to what we saw in the last trailer.
Yeah.
Looks like it might be a Founder police station where they may be seizing some stuff. More combat, pretty brutal.
This is the Songbird.
That's as you're escaping.
Yeah.
Songbird's not a nice guy.
No, he is a jerkus. More handyman, more combat.
Yep, and you see Elizabeth change her outfit by this point in the game. I know many people were very concerned.
Whoa.
But, she does maintain
Outfit
that.
Gate 2013.
That's actually an outfit you obtained sometime middle to late game, apparently inspired by Lady Comstock's outfit.
Wow, fun fact.
Kind of interesting.
Murder of Crows, another... Oh, man.
Another vigor. So this is a cool use, Marty.
Of two of them at once.
It's exactly. So you throw the crows at people, which is pretty scary. I don't want a crow throwing at me.
That's horrifying. Yeah.
Then you follow it up with Devil's Kiss, it lights all the crows on fire.
Yeah.
That is just insane.
Yeah.
This is interesting, too. Elizabeth traveling on a skyline.
Yeah, herself kind of removed from Booker.
Exactly. I think a lot of people assume that she just, waited for you, like we saw in the E3 demo. She does travel with you. She is mobile. Big fight.
Okay, this is a huge moment.
Yeah, exactly. Now, why is this important, Marty?
This is important because we've seen the trailers a lot of times. Booker's hand is bandaged up, and so we're just going to keep seeing. And we're just like, how does this happen to him? And so tell us a little bit. So he's getting stabbed in the A. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it looks like he's being stabbed on the hand that has his AD tattoo. I mean, it's called the False Shepherd trailer. You see early on, there's this imagery in Colombia that the False Shepherd will steal the lamb, being Elizabeth. Booker, of course, being the False Shepherd.
Yep.
And he's being stabbed right in the A, pretty cleanly on the line for the A.
Right?
And it looks like this guy he cares about his typography.
And he's not even looking at his hand; he's just staring right in your eyes. So that's impressive.
He has really good aim.
So do we know who this guy is? Is this just a random character who does this, or is this someone who's going to be important in the game? Because obviously this looks like it's going to be kind of a pivotal plot point.
My guess, Marty, is that this is Fink. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think we've seen Fink yet in person.
Yeah.
This looks a little bit like those statues we saw. Again, just total shot in the dark.
Yeah, he looks like a guy who'd be named Fink, too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And, pretty brutal. More handyman. Look at that. Breaks that boat in half.
Ooh. Just more of the city just being completely destroyed.
Yeah, and that's the Elizabeth's tower falling apart.
Songbird flying by super quickly.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
And
this
there
is
it is.
one of the most action-packed trailers they've released so far, I think.
Oh, my God. This is way too exciting.
But
March 26th.
March 26th, BioShock Infinite. For all your BioShock needs, keep it locked to IGN.